Welcome to another rendition of the Hawk Session podcast
we
with quality and tone.
Yeah.
I'm tone, that's quality.
You feel me? Ladies and gentlemen, we are here. And you feel me? As you can see, we got the shirts on deck right here. You feel me? Y'all hey, yo.
If you really didn't think we was going to take it serious, we're really taking this serious.
We're taking it seriously.
We got a band.
Hey, yes, bro, we got the band.
You can see it
today.
You can see it, but you can check our Instagram, our Twitter.
Y'all see it up there.
Snapchats.
Y'all see it. You know what I'm saying?
We got the bands. We got the shirts.
You feel me? I'm actually finna, matter of fact, while this is going on, I'm actually gonna post it right now for the people to actually see what the heck is going on. But please follow us on the social medias to see what is the latest with the both of us going on. But today's segment that is going on, sorry, just a little side note, we serious in the mug about this, yo. We serious.
We really are serious about this.
We serious. Today's segment is about laziness.
Ooh.
And the reason why I wanted to choose this today is because I'm actually having a bit of a situation with laziness as of right now. And with this laziness thing, I believe it mostly stems from a person not necessarily wanting to do something that badly, or it's not that important to them to do so. So this feeling comes upon them where it's just, they just feel it like it's not worth it. It's not mostly doing anything. And it's not always the person's fault. Some cases it's just them not doing what they actually want to do that fuels the laziness that comes out of them whatever day, whatever moment happens to them. And that's what's going on with me actually right now. I'm not necessarily doing the actual things that I completely of what I want to do, and I'm trying to make different I'm trying to go at my day with different angles to actually do some of the things that I actually would like to do, because I'm coming up with new ideas to bring more value to me, us, the podcast, the show, our abilities, everything. So I'm trying to bring in more aspects of it. So
is it laziness, or is it not having enough time?
Having not enough time.
Because there's things I want to do,
right?
But it's 24 hours in a day.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it's the stint of you can wake up earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if you wake up earlier, that means you gotta go to sleep
earlier, right.
So that's a wash.
Yeah.
But there's multiple things in the day. Make a list.
Mm-hmm.
Got one thing done, got another thing done. You still got 3 things that you need to do. So is it really laziness? Or is it like, dang, like I really wanted to do this today, but I ain't got enough time? Or are people just using time as an excuse so they can't be lazy? So it's like a multitude.
It's a multitude of things, because I really believe it really depends on who you are. You know, where I'm at now is where I take my time very seriously, and time goes more slower actually for me now. That I take it more seriously and I actually put things into perspective. Whether that's taking a nap, whether that's just sitting and looking at being on YouTube or being on Hulu, being on Netflix. Like I legitly take my time seriously with those even small things. When I work out, when I'm in practice, when I'm working on my poetry, everything just goes a lot more slower for me. And I think a lot of people would like more time in the day, because they do take the day seems to go a little bit faster for them. But when you slow it down, I think it's a bit better. And it's probably that exact concept of time. It's not that we want more time in the day. We want more time to do the things that we actually want to do or should do. Besides those things, because everybody knows what they should do, but sometimes that should do doesn't necessarily get done because they don't want to still do it at the same time. And most of the time when you're always up doing something, you're not everybody has that time to have that reflection of instead of doing this other thing that I really shouldn't have been doing, I should have been doing this. And I could even still feel laziness because you just did something you didn't want to do in the first place. And when the time actually comes around to do something you should do, it's like, dang, I already did something I'm not supposed to do. So now that I didn't do it, I should just chill out and not do what I should do. Tone, what is... Well, I mean, what you think about being lazy? I mean, I know you see a lot more cases of being lazy than I do. I'm mostly a dorm individual. I mostly, we both usually see it in practice anyway. But, where's your main focus when it comes to, the idea of laziness?
Laziness comes from childhood. I believe it's something that happened from your childhood that you are now doing. So if your parents didn't take something serious with you or told you to do something and you said, oh, I don't feel like doing it, it'd be like, all right, cool, don't worry about it, dude. Mm-hmm. So that comes from that. When my mother told me to do something, I had to do it right then and there, no questions asked. No, don't give me a minute. Unless I was taking a dump, there is no give me a minute. Right. It's either you do it now or you do it now. Mm-hmm. Okay. So laziness comes from that. I know y'all heard me say this before, maybe not. Excuses are like a disease. Laziness is like a disease.
It's contagious, bro.
It's contagious. If you start using excuses, that means you're being lazy. Mm. And if you're being lazy and somebody else see you being lazy and they seeing that you getting away with being lazy, what's going to happen? Another person going to be lazy. And this is just going to be a domino effect. And with that domino effect, it's really not going to be, as the older people say, kosher. Mm-hmm. It's not going to be cool. Because then when it's time to get something down and bring something to the table, it's not going to be up to par.
Right. I feel that. Even just setting it up, just setting up in a par standpoint. When we even go towards the idea that you are being lazy. In fact, let's just go into it. Let's go into it right now. What are some skills right now, Tom? What are some skills as of right now can be very much used to just like cut off that leg? In your mind, you don't feel like doing it. You don't. What are some skills that you use right now that help you get out of the laziness? Like for real. Like what?
Be phenomenal, be forgotten.
Right.
I don't want to be. That be phenomenal, be forgotten. Whatever you do is gonna be remembered. Mm-hmm. If you're phenomenal. Mm-hmm. You could be back to our conversation before. There's a good phenomenal and a bad phenomenal. Yeah. You can be a phenomenal person to where the coach like, dang, if I meet another person like that, I don't want them on my team. But you also have the good phenomenal, like, hey, they work ethic, like, yeah, if somebody else come like that, of course I'm gonna get them on my team. If they have kids, I want them kids on my team. See, the bad phenomenal people, they're the lazy ones. They're the ones that having excuses. I don't want to be known as a lazy, excuse-using person. Mm. So that's what drives me. I don't... That having a name, not being labeled as, oh yeah, don't ask him to do it because he's not going to want to do it. Or don't ask him to do it because he's going to do it, but not to the standard that you want. So that's what gets me there. Okay. So when they tell me, hey, I need you to do this, cool, how long do I got?
I believe there's also well balance. I'm not saying, first of all, I'm saying being lazy, no doubt, 100%, it feels great. I'm not gonna fault on it. Being lazy at some point in time, just doing nothing when you're actually doing nothing for the beneficial of recovery, of you just wanting to sit down. I can understand because you've just been doing so much. Being lazy is fun and enjoyable at times. I I believe the aspect of laziness to help the situation of when you are being lazy, when you feel like that you are being lazy, you can't just have it in one half of your life. What I mean is it has to be a practice of when you feel like that you are get that laziness feeling that's happening to you, is to work on in that legit moment to do something that refrains you from being lazy, or doing something that is less than your laziness moment at that point. So if you really legitly, you got something to do, legitly feel like that, dang, I don't feel like doing whatever the heck I'm thinking of doing, I just want to be lazy, there can be a substitutional thing for you to do in response to that laziness. So let's say as simple as I have to go to the store. I don't feel like going to the store. Plain and simple. You know you need some food, but you necessarily know at the same time the reason why you're being lazy is like, I don't necessarily have to get it today. You know, it ain't nothing huge. What you can do in that very moment is go to your refrigerator, go to your kitchen, start making a list. Now I understand that that's like, you're still not leaving home, right? You're not going nowhere, but that is a necessary substitute for you to get out of the laziness, to maybe even think about from that point when you make your list, like, dang, I done made the list. I actually feel like going out, you feel me, and going to the store and getting the food right now. Now that seems very out of pocket, but you know, my some of my family members have actually done that in return, in a responsive situation for that thing. You know, that's where I think got it from. So that's an idea.
So here's the thing. Here's what I just thought about this in my head. I like things of this nature. Think about if you go. People like being lazy, but it's something that you really want to do. Like you want to go out and party or something, right?
Yeah.
You want to go start up your car. Stupid car! Your car can't have a lazy moment. Why should you? Every time that you want to go start your car up, a zoom! Yeah! Every time. That means you can't be lazy taking your car to the shop when it needs to be done. You can't be lazy when you need to go wash your car. Go wash it.
So the aspect of what you're saying is when it's important enough, when the thing is important enough, it's no longer laziness, because there's no room for it. When something is that much important to you, there is no room for laziness. So it has to be important. It has to be important to you to do it.
And then in another aspect, what if you ask somebody to do something for you and they be like, dang, I really don't feel like it. Like, dang, like I just don't feel like it.
Like stranded out in the middle of the foot, like stranded out in the middle of nowhere, or you got to be picked up from a party because you all
yeah. And they tell you
that I just don't feel like it.
I don't feel like it.
I need money to get my car from being pounded. My car was just pounded. I need money. Can somebody help me? Damn, I don't feel like it. I got the money, but I just don't feel like
giving it to you though.
So
yeah, so it's like stuff like that. Like, if you wouldn't want somebody to be lazy towards you, don't have a lazy aspect in life. Yeah, so it's like things like that where.
Well, that was well put. I mean, really.
Yeah.
You don't want nobody to necessarily be lazy. You want to be lazy on you. You don't want nobody to be lazy on you.
I just thought about it. This is another one. You at work.
Work off.
And y'all have a group project that y'all need to take care of. My brother works for ComEd, so they have a lot of group projects. Not just in school, not just in college. There's actually group projects that he works on. And what if one of your workers, this is the one that's gonna take you to the next level, and if y'all do good, y'all do great, y'all go to the next, y'all get a raise.
Move up. Right.
Y'all get a raise. But it's that one person in your group like, dang, like
I just don't feel like
I don't feel like it. And damn. Hey bro, I really need this raise. I really need this raise. I don't need it.
You know, to that person, it's not important. Dragon feet. Right.
That person could be you.
Right.
Well, why would you want to put your coworkers in that predicament? And how would you feel if you were in that predicament and your coworkers like, that hurts.
Let me put it in even bigger perspective. Let me put it in my bigger perspective. Shout out to the teammates. We lazy during practice. We're talking about practice. We're talking about practice.
You ain't talking about me. You talking about practice.
Being lazy during practice, right? We all see it. We ain't no names need to be thrown out. We all know who we are, who y'all are, whatever. Being lazy during practice. Now we see this information. What I've always done, because I even did this in high school. Even me, being the best on the team. If one of my teammates, if you're on a relay, it's over. I'm just letting you know right now. If you're on one of my relays and you're being lazy in practice, it's so apparent for me. I ain't gonna hold. It's so apparent for me to when the team really needs, because a lot of people do this, when the team really needed me, I stepped back, because I knew for a fact that what makes you think that the same effort that you putting in, I knew for a fact that the same effort that you put in practice, even though it was a meet, you gonna use that same energy in the meet, because you know no other energy than being lazy in practice, so you just gonna bring it to the meet. I have to step back because there's no point.
Proper preparation prevents poor performance.
Okay, there it is.
Proper preparation prevents poor performance.
Poor performance. There it is.
Practice doesn't make perfect. Practice makes permanent.
Hey, on everything.
But perfect people practice.
Yeah, you feel me?
The way you practice.
Oh, he's bringing out quotes. Hold on, I'm trying to find one. Keep going.
The way you practice is the way you're going to compete.
You feel me?
If you practice with a little drag with you, you're gonna have a little drag with you when you compete.
Yeah, and that's.
If you're at your office dragging and you come to the meeting, they tell you, "Hey, so what you look up, like what you have, you're gonna be SOL." If you don't know what SOL look it up.
Look. Don't be lazy.
Don't be lazy. Look it up.
Look it up. Look it up. Wait. Okay.
Proper preparation prevents poor performance.
Hey, what was that? That one day we came to practice and didn't feel like it. What the frick? It's not in here. I don't know where it went. But I said, man.
There was a day.
Keep talking.
There was a day.
Keep on.
Me and Quality went to practice and
we straight didn't feel like it.
We didn't feel like it. We ate terrible that day. We ate right before we went to practice. Our stomachs was hurting.
You feel me?
And we was tired.
Yo, oh my God, I'm hurt. Hold on. If it takes me this whole podcast, I'm gonna find it. Keep going.
So
for real. Like,
and in our minds, we was like, we can't show that we're not feeling practice.
Right.
And I'm not gonna lie to you, that was probably the best practice we both had.
Because I ain't never felt like that in a long time, boy. Like, I did not feel like doing anything, man. No, what?
Never give up. It was something like that.
It's not. It was hot. It was like high performers. Shoot, I have to find it. I'm going to find it. It's gonna come. Like it's just gonna come. But when you're able to do what you don't want to do, it really puts a callus on your mind. Like you can feel the stressor in your mind, and the higher that stressor is, it's like almost trying to break a blood vessel. The higher that stressor is, like, and it relaxes, like the more your brain and the ability for you to go through can take. And it's just like a push or a fight, but it's the same thing with laziness. The more you practice on getting that laziness being active, it's gonna have you activate your brain in a different manner in order to get through that laziness. It's the same thing with a push or a fire or a pull. It's the same thing with yourself going forward into it. Just the laziness. I have to get up. Got to do something.
Laziness. But there's a difference between laziness and tiredness.
Yeah, that's really
There's a difference.
Yeah.
You ever talk about not wanting to get up, but if you don't really have the ability to get up, those are two different things.
Right.
Sometimes you're just tired and you're mentally, physically just drained.
Drained in the mud, bro.
You probably don't want to get up.
Yeah.
That's tired. Laziness is you have the energy, you have you have a list that you need to do, but you just don't I just don't feel like getting up.
Yeah. For real.
Or you just lay down. This is a good one. You just lay down. Steve-O! Hey, mama! Yes!
I just laid down.
Yes!
I just laid
Hey, grab the remote right there. Nah, you couldn't get up and get the remote.
You right there, bro.
You right there.
You're right there, bro.
Now
You're closer than I am.
That's laziness.
Like, are you closer than I am?
That's laziness. That's laziness on your mother's part.
I ain't gonna hold that dude get on my nerves. Like, you're right there.
You know your mama watched the podcast.
I don't
right?
care. But sometimes not.
You know your mama watched.
She ain't done this to me in a long time. But for real though, like that be a thing. Like I'm not the only person that go through that. Like some be right there, and you know you right. All you gotta do is
your mama watched the podcast.
I know she hasn't done that to me in a while. That's okay. She has not done that to me in a while.
Mama.
But for real though, like there's just sometimes, and there's mamas out there already. You already know. They know what I'm talking about. You just so happen, you know what I'm saying, something's right there in front of them. They could easily just lean up and get it, and they call you from the whole other side of the house, from the back of the house.
Or they hit you.
Can you get that remote for me?
Or they hit you with one of these.
Can you get that bottle of water for me?
Hello.
Can you hand me my plate?
Yes.
Can you hand me my fork? Can you like? Can you hand me my bag of food?
And
like
they sat down like, ooh,
like dude, like
I ain't got no fork, nor do I got my juice. Hey, Steve-O! Yes, mama. Can you grab my juice? You just sat down.
I swear.
Yeah, I just sat down. You need to go get it.
Feel like moving. Okay, I can't find the quote. The quote has something to do, and I'm going to just go ahead and paraphrase. It's like high performers do high quality performance when they don't want to. That's like low key what it is.
That's what it
high
was.
performers do high quality performances when they don't want to. That's what high performances do at all points. And I'm telling you, on that day, boy, we were high performers to the max because we did not feel like doing none of that bull crap. None of that, man. My stomach was hurting.
I had 5 or 6 200s, but like 3 minutes rest.
Man.
It don't seem bad. It don't seem bad till you start running them things.
Till you
start running them things.
Like my stomach was hurting. I had a cramp in my side. Like my brain was in total I don't want to focus mode. I had some speed drills to do, and I thought I wasn't gonna be able to literally get my mind into the aggressive mode like I needed to. Somehow, some way, the switch happened, but I swear after, I was just like, I don't know how I got through it. I have no idea how I did it. I don't know. But that's another way to switch on the non-laziness of yourself, to get out of that laziness, to literally just do it. So go ahead and just do it. Because there's a whole lot of benefits. I'm telling you for a fact. It's a whole lot different when you go into a workout. Right, you go into a workout and you're ready, wanting to do it. You know what the workout is. You're mentally prepared. You done drunk the water, ate the food. You literally ready to do the workout. But the other side of that is to that side of when you don't want to do the workout and you're more not prepared for anything. I'm telling you, believe it or not, your body and your mind, that's actually when the adaptation is more prone to happen to you. When you're less likely to actually want to do it, and you're actually not ready for it. It's good to be ready for things, but when your body and mind are necessarily not prepared for something, that's when actually your body is more apparent to adapt because it's not ready and it's not prepared. I'm not saying to be lazy from that all the time. Or to,
that wasn't us being lazy. That was us Okay, that was us being lazy.
I say that,
but we still did what we had to do,
right,
and got done what we needed to get done.
Yeah, we still got through. I mean,
now, do we have our lazy moments?
Most definitely.
Yeah, there was times where I called him like, "Hey, bro, let's put a podcast." Nah.
You know what I'm saying? I'll bring it out. I'll bring it out right now. You know, no doubt. You know, there's some days where, especially when I gotta switch classes. You know, like last semester when you gotta switch classes, move your schedule around, you feel like you don't want to go to class. Sometimes I don't go to class. And if I know I have to switch my schedule, I don't go to class. Like, that's really me being lazy. Dead serious. That's me being wholesome lazy, sitting down, not want to do anything. Now, the substitute of me doing that, I have to replace that with doing some type of dancing, some type of poetry, some type of me watching a full podcast and writing down notes. Like, I have to do a substitute if I don't go to class. And then I go to practice because I ain't skipping practice. I have to go to practice,
you can't skip practice.
with full edge on. I'm focused. Everything is so zeroed in on.
I don't like what you just did.
I know you didn't like that. It was like camera. It was like the camera. Like the camera here. But everything is zoomed in on everything that I do because it's so important to me. And I didn't put in that work when I was supposed to go to class. So I'm very mindful of my laziness and I try and replace that thing with that laziness. So it's very much recommended that if you're not able to if you're going to be lazy in one area, do your best to try and to replace what you do and how you do it when the laziness comes.
See, for me, I really can't be lazy. So I gotta be. I can't. I'm on my toes. 25/8, 366, 367 on the leap day.
On a leap day, baby. On a leap day.
Now, are there times where I'm like, dang, like today I didn't have class because the teacher canceled it. So I'm like, okay, so I got all day to myself. I planned for class today. Teacher canceled it. Because the teacher canceled it, I didn't have nothing to do. So I took today as a rest day for me. Yeah, I still had practice. I still had to go on my long run. Longer than I normally do. But that canceled out for me being lazy all day.
Right.
But tomorrow, there's no efforts of being... I can't be lazy tomorrow. Class from 9.
Neither can I. Shoot, yeah.
Class from 9.
From 9
to 1:50.
Woo. Mine's from 2:50.
Got practice from 3 to now.
I will be there from 3 to 6.
Then I got weights from now to now.
Yeah, right. Now to now.
Then I got team meetings from now to now.
We really got. Oh my God. All right.
And then on top of that, I'm part of the Student Athlete Advisory Committee, and I still got a meeting at 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
So legit tomorrow, once I leave my humble abode here at 9 o'clock, I'm not gonna get back till 9 o'clock. So I'm 12 hours straight gone.
And that's for you. That's like a weekly basis thing.
That's every Wednesday.
That's like
Monday, Wednesday, Friday is the first things I said.
Hectic.
Besides the team meeting,
right,
and the SAC meeting,
right. And Fridays are probably even more hectic because we got meets either that day or the next day.
Yeah.
So you know, like, that's. Don't talk to me. Like, if anything goes offset, I swear to God, like, like
people get mad because I don't text them back.
Like, dude,
oh, you being lazy and not texting me back? No, I'm not being lazy. I can't be lazy in another aspect because my major, if I mess up here,
right,
I could die here.
Hey, it could be a death.
I'm a computer engineering major.
Talk about Death Note.
I hate you.
Talk about that. Yo, my Death Note fan, shout out.
But if I mess up here, I can have a concussion. I can shock myself. I'm actually dealing with live wires on a daily basis. So I gotta focus and not be lazy. Oh, let me just connect this wire here. I actually gotta focus. All right, make sure that the wire goes here. For all my CET EET, CT, all them people, y'all understand.
Now, even us going into the aspects of shout out to my exercise science majors, and just being being a nurse, PT, AT, coach, any along the lines, because I'm in the line as well. Y'all already know we can't be lazy. There's no laziness, yo. Especially with nursing. There is no laziness whatsoever. There's so many things in nursing, bro. You miss a vein. We already missing diseases. You already diagnosing people wrong out here. We can't be lazy out here like this. We've gone into a new generation, new whole decade of nurses, doctors, new diseases, diseases being the same, being diagnosed the same. Look, and it's not even the dang disease you diagnose. Look, we're going into a different field. So in a new aspect of the decade of life period, we cannot be lazy when doing what we have to do when it comes to tending to other people. Because if at any time, I know it seems like stupid, but if a mug got a flu, you diagnose that man wrong, and you say it's the common cold, end up being pneumonia, somebody might die, okay? Somebody might die. We just recently had a friend, okay?
Say they had the stomach flu.
Right.
Say they had the stomach flu, but she had walking pneumonia.
She's walking pneumonia, no idea, had no clue, didn't know till 2 weeks later from another doctor. Look.
She went from somebody that was a certified doctor at a hospital to somebody at an urgent care who also is certified, because you got to have a certification to be in that field.
Now.
But went to an urgent care who don't get paid as much. Urgent care doctors
to find out
that she really had.
Now, I'm not saying, there's no telling. There's no telling if there were different grinds at the time. Person that already made it, person that's trying to make it. I don't know. I don't know.
Work don't stop.
Right. I don't know. I don't know if the doctor's really being lazy, not really paying attention. All just trying to give a little something. Maybe the doctor was serious. Maybe the doctor was serious. I don't know. I wasn't there. Wasn't present. But we cannot. That's a part of a mindset thing, because we're not supposed. I understand humans are flawed. I got you.
Really?
I understand we get things wrong.
Really?
I got you. I understand that we almost half right and half wrong in life.
Wow.
I got you. But we dealing with human beings, okay? And I really do feel like that sometimes with these misdiagnoses, some of that's laziness. I'm not gonna hold you. Because you should have enough in your own arsenal and field to understand the difference between certain things. Some things may be the same, but that's why things mutate for a reason to be different.
Do you know that might come from the stint of them being lazy while they were at school?
While they're at school, that is a possibility.
Because of this, I watch Grey's Anatomy.
Greysies. I don't really watch the show, but shout out to my Grey's Anatomy people.
I watch Grey's Anatomy, and for the interns, they have to follow a real doctor.
Oh, most definitely. Most definitely.
Until the doctor feels like the interns are good enough to start doing stuff on their own, diagnosing people on their own.
Right, and to be messed up if the interns fall on the wrong doctor. You know what I'm saying?
But, that's from them being lazy, either during their internship, their residency, or actually being in school. You can't be lazy, in especially medical school. You can't be lazy, because you actually look at it. You're dealing with E. coli, a deadly disease. Ebola, a deadly disease.
Right.
Pneumonia, deadly.
You feel me?
Hepatitis. Don't care which one it is. Deadly.
Yeah, right. We all watch Rick and Morty. You know how deadly that mug was. You already know.
So, you can't be lazy.
Right.
In everything you do. Sometimes I want to feel like I want to be lazy while I'm in school. There's gonna be a time where I'm gonna put my head to the side and close my eyes, but I'm still focused in on what the teacher's saying. You can close your eyes. That enhances your other senses.
I'm not gonna hold. It does. It really does. It enhances your senses.
I close my eyes when I'm in the blocks.
Just don't.
Set.
Just don't go to sleep.
Don't go to
just don't go to sleep. You know.
You got tune in to what's going on.
Right.
You just can't be there just to be there. Think about it. Besides the student athletes that's getting paid for it, which y'all know y'all still got to be there for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
You taking out student loans, so you just gonna be there to waste your money.
Mm-hmm.
You got your parents. Some of y'all parents is actually paying for it.
Yeah.
What you trying to waste your parents' money? Because they could have used this money to go to Costa Rica.
Y'all could have, you know what I'm saying? Y'all
Bora.
could have been on cruises. Hey, y'all know how many cruises that y'all could have been on with how much cost?
Hey, look, $25,000 a year.
Oh,
$25,000 a year times that by 4 years. That's $100,000.
And like going on a cruise is up to what?
A grand.
A grand?
You could have hit up
slapping. You feel me? Yeah.
Could have hit up 100 cruises.
You feel me? Like that's real.
So don't waste your money while you're at school. Yes, sometimes the teachers are lazy and don't really want to and don't know how to teach. But hey, sometimes you need to. Hey, professor. So you really didn't teach how this is. Can you please tell me how this go?
You know what I'm saying? Don't let another person's laziness affect you.
Yeah.
You know, I know that a lot of us don't want to be lazy. Don't even have, like, when we see laziness, we back up, you know, immediately. And then sometimes when laziness comes around us because we have to, like the classroom, like on a team, like in a business room, like at a meeting, conference, whatever. I know it sometimes around, but do not let it come across you. Now, I also want to express the other side of the laziness that a lot of us don't necessarily touch about, because I have issues with this as well. If you need to sit down and do nothing, because there's a lot of us out here that constantly move. I had to talk about this with my friend before. I told him, you do a lot of things, sir. You just got out of a rough situation, moving around too much. Even when you had to sit your butt down because you had something on your ankle, you had something on your ankle, the situation required you to sit down, you still didn't sit down. Now that you got the thing off your ankle, you still moving as much as you did when you had the thing on your ankle. You're moving around too much, and now you want things to move in your right direction like you want to, but you don't know how to necessarily sit your butt down and listen. Person want to be so godly and so in tune, don't know how to sit down and calm down to hear the Lord's voice, because you can't hear the Lord's voice while you're walking around moving and things are going loud in your ears. You can't hear it. If you need to sit down and calm yourself down, because sometimes doing nothing is something. Hearing from above, hearing what's hearing the inside of yourself for yourself isn't necessarily upon a laziness thing. Sometimes sitting down, relaxing, recovery, like we talked about before, recovering the body, recovering the mind. Sometimes that is needed, and that's more needed to be done than to keep going and keep moving around. Because I had to tell him, I messed it up completely. I was like, man, he's like, I got a lot of things going on, man. I gotta figure out this, I gotta figure out that, I gotta run here, I gotta run there. I said, you're being a different type of lazy right now. He's like, what you mean? Because you won't sit down and push everything else to your side. Just be to yourself for a little bit. Like you want to go to the next level, but you don't know how to sit and be still. Sit and be still and recover. We can't always work ourselves every single day to the ground and have no recovery point to be to ourselves. So that's another part of laziness that I think needs to be addressed, because there's a lot of us out here that I know that are working dog hard. Like, I'm talking ridiculously hard, like unnecessarily putting more than 60, 70 hours in a week and not really having the actual time of putting yourself on the pedestal of thinking that you deserve to have a sit down and a calm down so you can recover from what you just went through. That's very much an important thing to have. So that other aspect I think is very much important, but just to flip it back, there's a lot of us that aren't doing enough as it is, which need to be doing enough. So I just want to point that out there. I just wanted to point the other side to that one. If you wanted to add
I didn't even think about that.
If you,
I
mean, you know how we had our moment. You know what I'm saying? We had a 30-minute moment of sitting down, thinking.
That was hard.
You know what I'm saying? And that was hard. I kind of put him into the situation because sometimes I here and there I do meditate here and there, and that's the reason why I do it is because it's difficult for me. It's really difficult for me to sit down and let things just come to me instead of me going for it.
And actually that 30 minutes, I had self-talks with myself and noticed that I'm really not the person I want to be. Take that how you want to.
Yeah.
Hey. But I wasn't the person I want to be. Not the person that I am. I was going towards something I really was not. And after that, things changed in my mind for the better.
Yeah, and it's just 30 minutes.
That was a 30-minute for one day. I haven't did it since.
Yeah.
Should I do it more? Yes, I'm going to start doing it more.
To think about it, I mean,
I'm not going to do 30 minutes because that's just way too long. I got better things I can do.
10 minutes, 20 minutes.
10 minutes, 15.
Just a way to slow.
Sometimes it's 5. I had mental imagery in high school. I did mental imagery.
Mm-hmm.
Every Friday the day before meet, we had mental imagery day.
Yeah.
We laid down for about 5 to 10 minutes. That's what my coach said we did. Right. Was it longer? Probably, because people was knocking out. You could tell the people that really want it,
right,
and the people that don't want it. Because some people, you can hear them look up,
right, see if anybody
else up, and lay back down. Then you got the other people that
go right into the ball sleep. I've been waiting for this nap all day.
Yeah. You got them people, then you got the people when he say, because he said it with a soft voice. Everything is with a soft voice. When you're ready, open your eyes and rise.
Yeah.
Open your eyes up. Rise slowly. Focus still on your breathing. And the people that really wanted it was up. It takes about 2 minutes for you to get ready to get up because you still got things that you're thinking about. Everybody focuses on different aspects of the race. Maybe everybody's focusing on every step. Sometimes people seconds. So everybody came up at different times, but after 2 minutes, and people over there cuddled up. People were cuddled up. He said, lay on your back, flat. Yes, uncomfortable. But why are you cuddled up in the fetal position sleeping? So you can tell the people that really want it. And then those same people that were sleeping were lazy. And you can tell because when it came to the meets, because we're like, who you want on your relay? Well, not them, not them, not them. Let me get them.
Right.
If you're lazy, people are not going to want to have you on their relay team.
No. That was my step back story. I just got to step back because I'm not.
And if you are on my relay team, I'm gonna give you my best for that moment. There's been times where I'm like, dang, I'll talk to you about it. Dang, I really don't want this person on my relay. Coach put on my relay anyway. Coach, come on, can we get a switch out? Can I get a flip flop? Can I get a flip flop something? No, that's your relay. This is what we're sticking to. Hey, here's a baton. Have fun.
Cool.
All right, coach. I'm about to. All right, cool. I'm gonna give him my all. Go from first to third, first to second, first to dropping the baton.
There it is.
No shots fired because things happen. Because something happened earlier that day. Something happened earlier that day where the same, if I had a baton, the same mistake probably could have happened. But you do things lazy. So if you do things lazy,
it's gonna come back to you. I firmly believe that. Like,
back to what I was saying earlier.
You know,
proper preparation prevents poor performance.
Right.
If you practice properly, if you do everything to a T, coach tell you, hey, fix your adjustments, fix your angles, drive. You know, you need to focus on the jump shot. Make sure you flick through.
For real, you know.
And you focus on that, and you go to the game, meet, and you don't really focus on it, but you're still doing it. Like coach, like, hey, yeah, I seen you did it. Oh dang, I wasn't even paying attention to that, coach. That's that proper preparation. Now, if you're not preparing properly, I don't even think I said that right. But
No,
if you not, you're gonna get to your situation where you need to step up. You're not gonna show out.
You're not gonna be able to step up. I firmly believe you're gonna miss a step, and it's not.
I don't want to see
The
you
step
trip and
isn't.
fall.
You know, we get that the step it's not always on purpose, but what is on purpose is what to do to prepare. You know, for the actual thing. That's what's on purpose. That's what needs to be done on purpose, and not accident. I'm not expecting. I will always expect talent to do what it need to do on purpose in the beginning. From there, everything else is on accident. Because there's no way that if you continue to do what you're doing on that laziness standpoint, that talent is going to continue to do what it's doing. That's a firm standpoint for me. And it's proven over and over and over again. You know. So people look out. I'm serious. Look out.
If you remember where we are right now, if you go back and look at our intro, you got the photo with Ray Lewis. You got one opportunity in life.
You didn't want to look at it.
I did.
I
tried not to. You got one opportunity in life to make a change. Leave your mark. And if you're lazy, you can't leave that mark.
Okay.
You can read the full quote that he had,
Yeah.
but that's the white lettering. That's the white lettering. Back to Kevin Durant. I talked about him before. Hard work beats talent when talent refuses to work hard.
When it refuses.
Hard work beats talent when talent refuses to work hard. Hard work is not being lazy. Beats talent when talent is lazy.
And that's the firm thing. So I hope that everybody is using this. I touched briefly on the other side of laziness, but looking at both sides of the laziness aspect, using it to where it fits into your life, because I know it fits to everybody's differently. You know, please, if you have anything else, please put in the comment section of anything specific when it comes to laziness, because I'm curious myself for what y'all think, like, different types of laziness happens, especially on the other side, because I didn't necessarily touch on it very well. But if you can, please, I'm very interested into how y'all feel when it comes to doing things and feeling that laziness feeling, you know, or any solutions that y'all have in particular that we can well spread around for people, and also maybe even help us, because I'm having a situation too. Hey, so
We're having talks.
You know, if anything at all, please put it down. You know, share, like, comment. But yeah, definitely all of that. Just put it in there. I'm curious. I am.
Share, like, comment, subscribe.
Woo!
to the Hawk Session Podcast under Quality and Tone.
Quality and Tone. Do not forget to, if you also want a wonderful laugh after getting inspired, dedicated, motivation, all that.
Go watch the Quality Tone show because we make light on serious topics.
Serious topics. All right, and I'm trying to also spread that stuff too because that's very serious for me. You feel me? Because a lot of people, we in 2020 and we still doing.
You still don't know how to do things that you should have been taught as you was a kid because your parents was being lazy and didn't want to show you the proper way to do.
Yeah.
But thank you for watching another rendition of the Hawk Session Podcast with Quality and Tone. I'm Tone, that's Quality.
Feel me?
Peace.
Peace it out.